Hi, everyone. Welcome to week 3 in Financial Crimes 2. I hope that you're all having a good weekend. I'm actually posting this on Saturday. I just don't want to let the weekend get away from me and then I forget to post, so I thought I would do it now. I hope that you're all maybe having some good weather where you're at. Here in the Pacific Northwest, it looks like this might be one of our few last nice days, so hopefully I can get out and enjoy it soon. And I hope wherever you are, you're enjoying your day. So for week 2, you learned about risk analysis and anti-money laundering. As I mentioned before, you want to make sure that you look at the learning outcomes each week. So there were a few posted for week 2. You want to be able to analyze the history of risk analysis, also the fundamental concepts and the nature of risk. You want to be able to discuss singularity. You want to understand the problem of the vagueness of the various risk categories. And then you also want to be able to critique the perspectives on risk analysis that were in the Bank Secrecy Act, the Financial Action Task Force, and then other international organizations. There were several readings we wanted you to take a look at, as well as a couple videos. So hopefully you had a chance to do all that. So for this week, week 3, we are going to start discussing fraud. And there are 3 readings posted. There's a YouTube video that we want you to look at, and then Dr. Monroe also has 3 additional videos for you to take a look at. And by the end of this week, you should be able to discuss the legal concept of fraud. Also, you'll see there's many categories of fraud, so you should kind of know the different categories, and also know the extent of employee and employer fraud. And then finally, you should be able to analyze the importance of anti-fraud response plans and also the elements of such. So that's week 3. For week 4, next week, we will be discussing computer crimes. So a couple interesting weeks. Well, I think all the weeks are interesting, but um, a couple very interesting weeks coming up. So hopefully you'll enjoy the materials. So as I said, I'm posting this on Saturday. And actually, I'll discuss your assignment in a minute. First, I want to discuss, so I graded the discussion forum for week 1. And I thought it was interesting that many of you did comment on, because we had asked you what you were looking forward to, what subject matter after reviewing the syllabus you were looking forward to. And many of you answered you were looking forward to all of them. So I would have to agree. I think this whole class is very interesting and the subjects are interesting. So it was nice to see that many of you thought the same. So please keep up the interactions and discussion. For week 1, it was pretty much just about that, what you were looking forward to, and to comment on each other's posts. And there was a lot of good interaction. So please keep that up as we move forward into the materials. I think you'll find it very helpful. And I know in previous classes, everyone learns from each other, and we want to see that happen in this class as well. So please keep that up. So good job for week 1. So your assignment due tomorrow. I have it up here. So benchmark 1, it's a 5-page minimum paper. So you need to have footnotes, but the 5-page minimum does not include your footnotes. So make sure that you have the required number of pages. We want it double spaced and in Times New Roman fonts. And please make sure you meet those. I hate deducting points if someone, only has 4 pages or someone doesn't have footnotes, and you will lose points. So make sure that you are meeting all the criteria. It's very important. And also make sure that you're responding to each of the questions that are within the assignment. So there's various things we want you to discuss, compare and contrast rule-based analysis with risk-based analysis. We want you to discuss singularity. You need to discuss whether you agree or disagree with the analysis and critique of risk analysis and the EU directive by Dr. Dimitas. And then there's a couple other things. So again, please make sure you have all that in your paper, because again, you will lose points if you're missing any of that. And I hate to deduct points on things that are, kind of clear cut, that you can at least have a section for each of those. So make sure you do. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can email me about anything I just said about the assignment. Also, the extension, as I discussed previously and is also discussed in the syllabus, you can get an extension, a 1 week extension for the assignment, but you must contact me prior to the due date. So since this is due the 24th, next Sunday, you must contact me before Sunday to request the extension, and kind of explain why you need one in the email. And then make sure you get a response back from me, because I would hate your email to somehow get lost or not delivered. So I usually respond, as soon as I get it, or within a day. So if you don't get a response from me, please resend, but usually you will in case something strange happens. And I think that's it. So again, if you have any questions about the assignment, the extension, anything, let me know. So for this week, you want to post in the discussion forum. You need to do the reading, watch the videos that I mentioned. Optional office hours this week are again with Dr. Monroe on Tuesday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. So if you want to stop in and say hi, or stop in and ask questions, he will be there. And I think that is everything. So I hope you all have a great week 3. Please email me if you have any questions whatsoever. I haven't gotten too many questions yet, so I take that as a good sign that everything's going along and you're all getting through everything. So I hope you all have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, everyone.